What's up, Canes fans? Peter Ariz here with CanesInsight.com. Yet another huge commitment for the Hurricanes tonight, or today, I should say. S.J. Alofaituli, number one center prospect in the country, number two interior offensive line prospect, commits to the Hurricanes. I'm going to be bringing on D-Money here in just a second. He's going to be breaking down this commitment and what it means to this class. First, I want to shout out our sponsors at Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. And of course, Canes Wear at Miami Fanwear, the spot where Miami fans shop. Couple things here with this pickup. Of course, Miami's been on a big run here recently. D-Money wanted me to play this clip for you. And of course, he's a big WWE guy, big wrestling guy. So I had to show this right here. Again, he really wanted me to show this to you guys, as the bloodline is strong. Miami, of course, with the Manoa brothers, Frankie Tinalau, and things are going strong here as we see.
138 days. Universal Champion Roman Reigns is here.
So we see Coach Mirabal there. We see Coach Mirabal. We see the Manoa brothers. We see Frankie Tinalau. And the pipeline is strong with the Polynesians, the Samoans. Bishop Gorman, a school that Miami's done extremely well at recently. Brevin Jordan a few years back. Elijah Lofton this last class. And now S.J. Alofaituli. And more importantly than any of this, we see here, as I'm going to play here in a second, what it means for S.J. Alofaituli, and of course for the other offensive linemen that Miami continues to recruit, the development and what it means for them and their families here.
The O-line development, as Coach Mirabal is really just, he has guys like CC and, Panay Sewell down that line, and, it was something I wanted to be involved with. So, I believed in him, and I'm excited to get it done.
So, again, we hear what it means to them. Of course, CC Manoa, and he was one of the top offensive linemen in his class. Had a great freshman year at Miami, hoping to continue upon that here in his sophomore year. Panay Sewell has now gone on to his second contract in the NFL here with the Lions. Of course, recruited to Oregon by Coach Mirabal, Coach Cristobal as well. And D-Money is going to be joining the show now in just a second to break down what this really means for the Hurricanes. But this is a huge pickup. Again, continuing this momentum. The class is really rolling now, and it looks like the Canes have a realistic shot here at a top 5, top 3 class potentially here. S.J. Alofaituli, welcome to the Miami Hurricanes. Another big pickup for Coach Cristobal and staff. D-Money joining me next.
I am here on the West Coast where Mario Cristobal continues to recruit at an elite level, landing S.J. Alofaituli out of Las Vegas. Bishop Gorman, originally from Hawaii. This is a program that has been very, very good to Miami at Bishop Gorman, most recently with Elijah Lofton, who he always heard he was the next Brevin Jordan. He comes to Miami, tears up spring. Miami goes back to the well with S.J. Alofaituli, elite center prospect. You talk about big-time programs joining this class. 2 kids from Miami Central, Amari Wallace and also Ezekiel Marcelin. Then you add to that a guy like S.J. Alofaituli from Las Vegas. Of course, you had Hilton Stubbs from Jacksonville Mandarin yesterday, and also Gavin Nix from IMG. So these are big-time programs, the best in the nation. Bishop Gorman, for my money, the best pound-for-pound program in the nation. I've seen these guys go against the most talented schools loaded with Power 5 guys and just push them around. The reason is the toughness, the weight room, the coaching, and guys like S.J. Alofaituli right there in the middle. He is one of the best, if not the best, center prospects in the nation. Mario Cristobal has been trying to land elite center prospects. Connor Liu went to Auburn, decommitted from Miami, ended up being one of the best young centers in the country. Last year went hard after Jason Zandamela. Now they go and actually land the top guy with SJ. And when you look at what he brings to the table, everything you want in a center. He's 6'2", 290, so he's not the biggest guy, but he's flexible. He tests out of this world in terms of quickness drills. Seeing him in the weight room, putting up 225 repeatedly like it was nothing with good form. The toughness, coachability, we talked about it, the program and what they do and what they do consistently. This is a guy who can line up at fullback because he is so athletic, and the motor, the consistency, all things that you want at center. He brings them to you as the center of the future. Also, listen, when you heard his commitment video, who are the two names he mentioned with Coach Mirabal? Francis Mauanoa, Penei Sewell. So now you are building credibility with this community that you can land the top guys and develop them into elite players in the country. And you are seeing a whole generation acknowledge Alex Mirabal as the guy that can get them to the level that they want to be. And this is going to pay huge dividends in the future as Miami continues to recruit the absolute best offensive linemen in the country, like SJ Alofaituli. You know, again, we talk about a guy who I think is probably going to be a day one player if he can continue to gain weight. He'll be here early like Elijah Lofton was. You saw how prepared Elijah Lofton was to play early. He's in line for huge snaps this fall. I think SJ has a chance. You lose a Zach Carpenter, it'll be anybody's game. Ryan Rodriguez from Columbus, Nino Francavilla from Canada, who looked very big and athletic in camp, bigger than I thought. And then SJ coming in with the pedigree to come in and take care of business. Extremely excited to see what he can do in the orange and green. Again, like and subscribe to this podcast. The commitments keep coming. CanesInsight.com, the free forums, going insane with all the guys that this staff is landing. But this is a huge piece of the puzzle in the middle to have the offensive line that Miami needed. Now you have the two big tackles, Jaden Wilkerson, Demetrius Campbell, basketball guys, huge bodies, developmental tackle prospects, nasty, mean guards in TK Moe out of Jacksonville, and also Max Buchanan out of Sanford Seminole. Put SJ in the middle. You have a complete offensive line that is Miami caliber. Depend a little bit on the development of the tackles to see how good it can be, see if those guys can hit their ceilings. But you know what you're getting right there in the middle with those two nasty guards and, of course, SJ Alofaituli at the pivot. So, again, stay tuned. The commitments are going to keep on coming. Go Canes.